Hey, IDS 302. Welcome to Module 3. I'm restarting this video. Oh my God, that last one was so bad. Um, it's October 31st. It is 12:07 now. And, uh, you know, I've taught this class so often. I mean, I created this class, so I kind of know it. It's in here. But the other two, I'm still kind of working on the material. I'm trying to do the general things the same for each class. And what I'm finding is I'm not saying something in one class that I'm saying in the other class, and then I'm like telling people, "You remember I said that?" And they're like, "No, you didn't say that." And I'm like, "Oh my God!" So I should just have a standard video for all three classes, and then add on the specifics later. Anyhow, I'm going to include the Writing Center link because I don't know if I've done that already or not with you. The Writing Center at ASU, it's called the tutoring site. Don't let that tutor word kind of, you know, make you feel shame or something like I don't need a tutor. No, these are great things for writing, graduate writing or graduate statistics. Writing Center hours. Um, you can click on that, and in fact, I'm going to specify this instead of having you go to that site. I'm going to have you to go to this one, right to the Writing Center change here. And you can take a look at that. It's great. Online writing, tutoring. And by that, I think they could help you if you're running into problems with formatting or anything where you want to really step up your game. They're a great help because I can't teach writing and formatting as much as I'd like to. Okay. So I'm going to include that. Let me delete this other one. We had an all college meeting um Friday. It was interesting. It was all Zoom, of course, and it opened with a acknowledgement of our four campuses, campuses on indigenous lands. Okay, that we're recognizing that, and I think that's good. Whether I'm talking to my OGL diversity class, my OGL ethics, or my OGL team class, or my IDS class, just let you know that ASU is serious about diversity, equality, inclusiveness, and belonging, and I think we need to recognize those things. Um, if you happen to be one of the few, every semester people subscribe to my YouTube channel thinking they'll get the videos faster or better, and then probably they leave, which that's probably the best thing because you'll get notified on all my videos for my classes. And then I just posted videos of my son who last Wednesday defended his thesis for Barrett Honors College, and I'm so proud of him. I didn't know what it was about. Kid lives under my roof 24/7, 365, and had no clue what it was about. I had a clue, but it was really good. I was really happy. That was something he did. He was really proud of himself. Anyways, another housekeeping advice here. Brought up to talk with my colleague Michael Price Dia and with a little input from my son and others about formatting, MLA, APA, Chicago. Because my son did his in Chicago, and I was kind of surprised. And then Dr. Prisdia told me that Chicago's the in format now, I guess. APA kind of has blown it or something. I don't know how he put it. MLA was kind of never in the game. I don't know. But I may have to revisit those things. I'm wondering if anybody has an opinion on formatting that they've used in the past, let me know. Because I think Chicago, you do footnotes and stuff. And again, I'm not really like obsessed with formatting, but we do have to have a format. There has to be some organization to it. Okay. The only time I go over the top with too much formatting, that would be like abstracts. I don't want any of that. Cover pages. You guys can do a cover page at the end. Nobody else in my classes can. Okay. By the way, I was going to say the reason I'm doing this on Sunday is because all my teams I follow aren't playing. I mean, I'm a Packers fan, diehard, and let's let's take a look at that, shall we? Wait, where is it? There it is. The back of his car. See that? Okay. How do I need to delete this video and start over because that was totally wrong? And I know if I've got Bear fans, it's triggering. But I picked the Bears today. Don't let me down. And then the Cardinals, which, Cardinals, Packers, it's like watching my friends fight, but I go with the Packers. And Liverpool finished playing yesterday. Man United finished playing yesterday. Nobody to watch, so I'm going to make you watch me. No, you can look at this whenever. Reminder, there's no late penalties on Easter eggs. Okay, there's a time change coming. This is all like housekeeping, I call it. There's a daylight savings time ends next Saturday night, next Sunday. So next Sunday, actually, while all of you stay the same, you just move your clock, you fall back, okay? Arizona just doesn't do anything with their clock. So we move for a whole nother 4 or 5 months. All right. So we've been on, living on Pacific time, the California dream. We've had it all. It's been great, folks. I love California time. I love NFL starts at 10 in the morning here. It's great. Starting Sunday, everybody else moves, but we become mountain time then. So we are, with Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, I think Nevada is always Pacific time, but you know your time. But I'm just saying adjust accordingly because remember, everything is based on AZ time. Now, your individual calendar will probably reflect that, but always be sure what you're doing, okay? That you're on my time. No, you're on Arizona time. All right. For discussion boards, I can't say, I'm just saying this for every class, okay? If you do the minimum, I'm not impressed. If it looks like you worked harder to get to that minimum word count and to present your ideas, I'm not impressed, okay? Remember to capitalize disciplines. You have to capitalize disciplines in this class, okay? Remember not to post long, dragged out posts with no breaks whatsoever. I won't even read them, okay? Because I'm not playing that game. You can fool somebody else with that. Take some pride in your writing organization, okay? I also have a link here for a study that was done because we're a research class. I thought this would be pretty cool to include. See that? See that? One major effect coffee has on your kidneys. New study says. I look at these sometimes because I like to see, okay, the first three words are huge for this class especially. First three words of this article is the study suggests. You see that? It doesn't prove, it suggests. That's an excellent word. The study suggests that over 500,000 people seek emergency care for kidney stones each year, which contributes. Okay, this wasn't the first study that found an association between drinking coffee and reduced kidney stone risk. However, the research said it was the first to look at how genetics play into the relationship between coffee and kidney stones. So you can see as you're learning more about research and what it is and what it isn't, this is a peer-reviewed, or it's going to be peer-reviewed that, and how important it is to keep the knowledge moving, right? To add to the field, all right, that they're dealing with here, all right? And I'm going to include that just to give you an example, because remember, I want you to be better consumers of knowledge after you're done with this course, not just, know how to do interdisciplinary research. Let's see. Was that your quiz you guys did that you had to do the matching, right? I think it was, and I just finished scoring those this morning, and I think it's time we have a come to Jesus meeting. Sorry if that's triggering, but you had to match those things, right? You had to match the disciplinary focus. This is foundational material for interdisciplinary studies that you should have down from 301. So whatever you got out of that. If you don't know your field, your major, why are you here? Why, if you couldn't get the interdisciplinary match correct, you might want to revisit what you're doing because it's like being in a major of music, but you got out of it and you couldn't tell the first thing about music. Because interdisciplinary is what? Two or more disciplines integrated. Intradisciplinary is one discipline. Cross-disciplinary is one discipline through another. Okay, multidisciplinary is just more than one discipline. Transdisciplinary is to go beyond the disciplines. So I really want you to reflect on that in terms of knowing. If you're going to know one out of all those, know what interdisciplinary is. And the reason they're all included is because if you're going to say what interdisciplinary is, then look at these other ones so you know what it's not, right? And you can identify it easier. And that's going to come into play, especially in this module. So moving forward then, it's going to be a long video, just like your long posts. Okay. Oh, yeah, here's a quote from that. It says, "The elegant design of this study, which takes advantage of genetic variants associated with higher coffee and caffeine consumption, strengthens the evidence that coffee and caffeine can prevent kidney stones." Geez, I really want to pause this and go get some coffee now. Okay. Hey, I promised you pluses or minus decision today, right? Here's what I decided. I'm going to do A plus, B plus, and C plus. And I'm going to do the scheme that has 97 to 100% is A plus, 93 to 97 is A, and 90 to 93, actually, we could say 90, so 90, 91, and 92 are A minus. 80, 81, 82 are B minus. There is no C minus. So we're looking at those two, 90, 91, 92, 80, 81, 82. Here's my deal to you, okay? No one will get a minus in this class. Because if you have a 90, 91, or 92, I'm going to get you to 93, okay? Or I'm just going to give you, I'm not going to get you 93, I'm going to give you the A, okay? Just so we're straight on that. If you have any questions, let me know. Inherently, what I want to do is reward the people, get to A plus, B plus, even C plus. I don't want to, anybody that gets to 90 or 80, I don't want to punish them by going to a minus, okay? I hope that makes everybody happy, all right? Easter egg number 1, there will be no minuses. There will be no minuses, okay? All right, the readings this week in Module 3 is Tanner Chapter 7, 8, and 9. It's approximately 33 pages. But you're going to get your introduction to interdisciplinary research, your methods of integration, important stuff here, and describing interdisciplinary and integrative learners. Very, very, very important, okay? We're going to get to a video. Hal Brown, what are they? The unfinished stories of a, can't even remember my own video. Sorry. It's my video. Where's my channel? The incomplete stories of an irregular guy. Before it even popped up. Okay, so you're going to get to see my video here. Where's my sound? What's going on here? I'm sorry. It's technical problems here. Technical problems. So you get to see my video that I made. That's Hal Brown, my big brother, as I call him. He's not, but he acts like my big brother. I don't have a big brother, so I got all small punky brothers. You get to watch the movie. It's 35 and a half minutes. Understand that I produced, directed, created, edited, did all the work on this as my capstone for my master's degree in interdisciplinary studies. And what I want to do here as we become observers in an interdisciplinary world is to think about what disciplines do you see in this movie? What did I do? What did he do? There are some really key ones there, and I am going to score you on how impressed I am in the disciplines you identify, okay? So think about it from an interdisciplinary point of view. I'm asking you to discuss 3 disciplines that were integrated through this video, okay? Up to 40 points, 30 on the main post, 5 for each response. I always like, because I'm going to see the responses go, oh, wow, I didn't think of that. Oh, yeah, I should have thought of that. Oh, what did I say here? No, I'm not doing extra credit on this, okay? I tried that last week. It didn't work. 300 word minimum for the main post, so it's like 100 words per discipline. Remember, disciplines are capitalized. And I want it broken into 3 sections at least because it's 3 disciplines, right? And so make sure it's organized, all right? I was going to say something. Oh, I forgot to talk on it. All right, check it out. The quiz. Okay, the quiz is 13 multiple choice, 17 true or false, 1 point each, 30 points total. References the Meath reading, which is your disciplines again. Tanner's chapter 1 through 5. You'll have 60 minutes to complete and submit the quiz. No late quizzes accepted. On the discussion board, going back to that, remember, no late peer responses. Okay, Easter egg number 2 is remember what disciplines are, okay? They're individual silos or boxes of learning, of information, of knowledge on a subject field that has been honed over the years or just appeared, kind of evolved. Interdisciplinary studies kind of evolved in the 70s. Then you've got, the original philosophy and mathematics and things, and then history, and these things evolved into their own little fields. And disciplines are capitalized. So Easter egg number 2, again, remember what disciplines are, okay? Capitalized. They must be capitalized. If they're not capitalized, you didn't name any. That's what I'm saying, okay? All right. Now let's go to Tanner step 2. Justify an interdisciplinary approach. That is, I haven't seen your first ones yet because it's not even due till tonight, but consider the first step that you did was basically identify a problem and certain complexities and gave us a little background information on it, talked about maybe what disciplines you're going to use or something, but it was very introductory in terms of that, right? The second step, though, is when you're really trying to justify why this needs an interdisciplinary response. So again, remember that complexity is an inherent requirement for interdisciplinary problems that require that type of analysis. There's 3 subsections in this: interdisciplinary justification, assumptions of the study, and limitations of the study. There are 2 sample papers I put there, plus a reminder of the formatting. Remember that the assumptions of the study are what you can just say because your study is going to be, remember, it's what are some of the opinions, perceptions, and experiences regarding blank revealed in a survey of random adults. So some of your assumptions might be that in a quantitative survey of random adults, there's an assumption that most participants are aware of and have an opinion on gun rights and gun control, or have an awareness and opinion or experience with Black Lives Matter, or opinions on climate change. There's an assumption that most participants in a quantitative survey in the United States will be supportive of gun rights. You can make these assumptions, okay? The limitations of the study, hear me and hear me good. Number 1 is the length of time to complete this study is extremely short, and therefore it is a limitation of the study. Number 2, the researcher, not just me, the researcher, remember, because you keep yourself out of it. No I, me, my, we, us, okay? The researcher is working in an introductory sense of research, okay? The researcher has just been introduced to this kind of research. Therefore, there's limitations in the skill set, okay? Experience, okay? There is limitations in the distribution of the survey once it happens, because even though it's random adults, it is going to have to be directed certain places to certain people just to get the responses necessary to have a decent analysis and interpretation of the data, right? These are limitations. And yes, you can use those, okay? And think of some more on your own, okay? All right. Um, is COVID a limitation? Well, in an online survey, probably not. But, there are issues where, I don't know. Okay, so, and look at the samples, all right, there, and look at the list of guidelines for formatting. I think we've got it all now, right? Um, what is this Easter egg number 3? Who thinks of these things, huh? Anyways, I would like some depth here, okay? Remember, depth is important for these 3 sections because it's 100 points. It's a grade level, all right? So Easter egg number 3 is step 2 requires deep thinking. Who invents these things? They all do, but step 2 requires deep thinking. I guess when I see that, I'll know what class you're in because some people still forget. Don't forget when you email me, you must email. Half the people just left the meeting now, right? They got Easter egg number 3, they're out of here. Well, maybe there's an Easter egg number 4. You ever think of that? Make sure you put on your emails where you're from. What are you doing? What's your middle name? No, just give me your class, okay? You got class. Give it to me. You're either IDS 302, OGL 350, or OGL 343. That's it. But I need to know. It's a need to know basis. All right, I'm out of here. Sunday videos are weird, huh? Okay, have a good one. What was I going to say? This week, yeah, daylight savings time is Saturday. Forks up. Peace.